Class 8, Chapter number 1, Cube and Cube Roots, Exercise number 1.1. In that first question, which of the following numbers are not perfect cubes? In that first example, 216. So, for finding which of the following numbers are not perfect cube, what we need to see is we have to first find the prime factors for 216. Two 108s are 216, 254s are 108, 227s are 54, 3 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. These are the prime factors. So therefore 216 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So here you can see that it is in the form of 2 cube into 3 cube. So definitely 216 is a perfect cube. So here 216 can be grouped into triple of equal factors. So therefore 216 is equal to 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Hence 216 is cube of 6. Okay, I'll do one more problem. That is fifth question. 4 6 6 5 6. 2 2s are, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12, 6 are 12, 6 are 8, then 2 5s are 10, 2 8s are 16, 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, then 2 2s are 4, 9, 1, 6, 2 1s are 2 4s 8, then 2 7 29, 3 243, 3 81, 3 27, 3 9s are, 3 3s are, 3 1s are. So here, see here I have written the prime factors which I have grouped it in triplets. So here 4 6 6 5 6 can be grouped into triple of equal factors. So therefore 4 6 6 5 6 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, which is equal to 36. So hence 4 6 6 5 6 is cube of 36. I hope you all understood. See children, remaining questions, that is 128,000 and 100, I want you all to do and to identify whether these are perfect cubes or not. See, if you all are able to show it in the form of triple of each equal factors, then it is a perfect cube. If you all are not able to show it in this form, so those particular questions are not perfect cube. Now next question is find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. I am going to do only one problem because here also children you all have to find the prime factors of each of the following question. After finding the prime factors, you have to see which of the by which smallest number you should multiply to obtain a perfect cube. So these all type of questions we have done in square and square root. So the same method we are going to use here also. The only thing which we are going to look after is, there we used to see whether we are able to form a square equal factors. Here we are going to see whether we are going to obtain triple of equal factors or not. So let me take the first question, that is 2, 4, 3. So first let us find the prime factors for this. 2, 4, 3. 3, 81, 243, 3, 27, 81, 3, 9, 27, 3, 3, 9 and 3, 1. So the prime factors of 243 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into, which if I want to write it in the form of triplets, you can see here only one triplet I am getting, and I am getting here as square. So definitely this is not a perfect cube. So here by which smallest number we should multiply? Here 1, 3 should be multiplied by 243 to obtain a perfect cube. Okay. Okay, now let us see the third question. Find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be divided to obtain a perfect cube. Here we have multiplied. Here what we have to do? We have to divide to obtain a perfect cube. So first question I am going to take, that is 81. First we are going to find the prime factors for 81. 3, 27, 3 9s, 3 3s, 3 1s. So the prime factors for 81 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Definitely even this is not a perfect cube. If I am going to make pairs, so here I am only getting one pair as a cube. So here what we should do? We should divide this by 3. Then only we will get the following number as a perfect cube. So here divide 81 by 3 to obtain a perfect cube. That's it. Remaining questions are homework, children. It is easy only. You have to find the prime factors. Here you should multiply by a smallest number, and here you should divide by a smallest number. We have done the same kind of problems in square and square root. So you all are aware with the method. Okay, here only you should see the triple group. You should make here 3 numbers a group. In square and square root we used to make 2 numbers a group. Okay, now the last question of the exercise is, Parikshit makes a cuboid of plasticine of sides 5 cm, 2 cm and 5 cm. How many such cuboids will he need to form a cube? So first we will write the given data, that is given side of cube as 5 cm, 2 cm and again 5 cm. So therefore what will be the volume of the cube? Volume of cube is equal to 5 into 2 into 5, which is equal to 50. Okay, now find the prime factors for 50. 2 25s, 5 5s and 5 1s. So here 50 is equal to 2 into 5 into 5. So here 2, 5 and 5 cannot be grouped into triple of equal factors. So we will multiply by So here we should multiply it by 2 into 2 into 5. See, 1 2 is here. This 2 into 2 will become 2 cube. 5 into 5 into 5 will become 5 cube. This is equal to 20. Okay. So when we are going to multiply 50 into 20, we'll get 1000. So we know that the cube root of 1000 is equal to 10. So then it will become a perfect cube. Children, this step is not required. Okay. Skip this step. Till here only you are supposed to write. 20 cuboid is needed. That's it. Now exercise number 1.2. In that first question, find the cube root of each of the following numbers by prime factorization method. It is easy only. What we have to do is first we have to find the prime factors of each number, and we have to see whether it is grouped into triples of each factors or not. First question is 64. First we need to find the prime factors of 64. What are the prime factors for 64? 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2 6s are 12, 2 8s are 4s are 2 2s are and 2 1s are. 64 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is in the form of a triple of each equal squares. 2 cube into 2 cube. Now therefore cube root of 64 is equal to cube root of 2 cube into 3 cube is equal to 2 into 3, which is this is 2. 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. So hence 4 is the cube root of 64. Second question is 512. So here children, I am not finding the prime factors. I am directly writing. You have to do the factorization and you should write the prime factors. Okay, here that I am leaving up to you. You do the prime factorization and you write the prime factors. Here directly I will write. So the prime factors for 512 is 2 into 2 into 2 to 2 into 2 into 2 . Okay, see, this is one group, 2 and 3, which is equal to 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube. Now cube root of 512 is equal to cube root of 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube is equal to 2 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 8. So therefore 8 is the cube root of 512. Okay, I have already found the prime factors of 110592. So let me write here only. I'll see whether it is from 3, 3, 3. Yes. So it is in the form of triplet. So directly, instead of writing everything here, I want you all to write everything. That is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, this I am leaving up to you. I want you all to write everything. Then next step will be equal to 2q into 2q into 2q into 2q into 3q, which is equal to cube root of 110592 is equal to 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube to 3 cube, which is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 48. So therefore 48 is the cube root of 110592. Okay, similar way children, remaining questions also you all should do. I'm leaving it up to you. The method is same in each of the example. You should first find the prime factors. After finding the prime factors, group it into 3 into triple equal factors. Okay, after that you should find the cube root. It's easy only. I think you all will be able to do, so I'm leaving it as a homework. Now next question, state true or false. See here, state true or false. Cube of any odd number is even. Cube of any odd number is even. Okay, let us see. Let me take an odd number. 3 is an odd number. Tell me, what is the cube of 3? Cube of 3 is 27, and C, cube of any odd number is even. You're getting a even number? No, it is an odd number. So this is false. First question is false. Second, a perfect cube does not end with 2 zeros. True or false? A perfect cube does not end with 2 zeros. So tell me children, whether this is true or false. Just now we did one problem here. See, 1000 is a perfect cube, yes or not? And it is ending with 2 zeros. So definitely the statement is, okay, sorry, this is 3 zeros. Yes, a perfect cube will end by 3 zeros. So definitely the statement is true. Next, if square of one number ends with 5, then its cube ends with 25. Is it necessary? I don't think so. If a square of a number is ending with 5, it is not necessary that the cube will end with 25. So this is a false statement. Next, there is no perfect cube which ends with 8. There is no perfect cube which ends with 8. I think that is also a false statement. See here, this number is a perfect cube. It is ending with 8. So definitely this is a false statement. Next, the cube of a 2-digit number may be a 3-digit number. The cube of a 2-digit number may be a 3-digit number, which is false again. Because it can extend also. Cube of 2-digit number, it's not necessary that it is always a 3-digit. It could be a 4-digit number. Next, the cube of 2-digit number may have 7 or more digits. It's again false. The cube of 2-digit number, maximum it could be 4 digits or 5 max. Not more than, not 7 or not more than 7. The cube of single digit number may be a single digit number. A cube of single digit number may be a single digit number. It could be a single digit number. True. Okay, now the last question. Okay, look at question number 3. Now without finding the prime factorization, we should write the perfect cube of the following numbers. For example, 1, 3, 3, 1. I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, the first step is we should group it from this side in 3 equal terms. For example, 1, 3, 3, 1 is there, no? It will be 3, 3, 1 is one group and 1 is another group. So first we will consider this. So this is one group and 3, 3, 3, 1 is another group. From this side we should take 3, 3 pairs. Okay. See here it will be this and this like that. So now we'll first consider this. Consider 3, 3, 1 and you should see the unit place of that number. So here the unit place of 3, 3, 1 is 1 itself. So the cube root of this number, like the unit place, will be 1 only. Okay, it will be 1 only. Now we have to find the tens place. Now finding the tens place, we will look at the first number. So here the first number is 1. Here the first number is 1 only. So as it is 1, now tell me 1. The perfect cube of 1 is 1, and the next number if I take is 2. The perfect cube for 2 is what? 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8. So definitely 1 is less than 2 cube. No, 1 cube is less than 2 cubes. So then the unit place will be 1. So here the cube root of 1331 is 1. I'll do one more problem. You will understand this method clearly. See, in the question they have said first to find the cube root, perfect cube for this. Then after that we should guess for these numbers also. I have taken 4913 here. So this also. First we will make a pair. From here 3 pairs. 3 numbers, 1 pair. That is, this is 1 and this is 1. So first we will consider 913. Now here what is the, okay, here we have considered 913. Now look at the unit digit of this 913. See, if we are going to do the cube of this 3, what you will get? 27. So at unit place what you will get? 7. So you should write 7 here. Okay. After that, now consider the next pair, that is 4. Consider 4. Now this 4 will come between 1 cube and 2 cube. Yes or no? Because 1 cube is what? 1 cube is 1 and 2 cube is 8. So definitely number 4 will lie between this. 4 will lie between this. Yes. And we should always consider the smaller one. So here at tens place it will be 1. So the 17 is the perfect cube of this. We'll do one more problem. 12167. Okay, here again I have made this 3 as 1 pair and this 2 as 1 pair. So here first we will consider 167. Okay, now what will be the 7's cube? 7 cube is what, children? 7 cube is 343. Yes, so at unit place what number it will come? It will come 3. So here you should write 3. Okay, whatever number once you should cube this unit place, and what number you will get, its unit place will be the unit of this answer. Okay, of this the unit place will be 3. Now next 12. Consider 12. Consider 12. Okay, now 12, check it comes between which two numbers? Definitely it will come between 2 cube, because 2 cube is 8, and 3 cube. 3 cube is 27. So definitely 12 will come between these two. So the lesser one we have to consider. So we will consider that is 2. So the answer is 23. Similarly, I'll do one more problem. 3, 2, 7, 6, 8. Now 3 pairs will be this. 7, 6, 8, 1 pair and 3, 2, 1 pair. Now consider 7, 6, 8. Cube of 8 cube is what? 8 cube is 512. So write the unit place of this 8 cube here. Okay, after that consider other number. Consider 32. So now tell me 32 will lie between which two? 3 cube. Oh, here it is cube. Huh? 3 cube and 4 cube. Yes, what is 3 cube? 3 cube is 27. What is 4 cube? 4 cube is 64. So definitely this 32 will lie between 3 cube and 4 cube. We'll consider the least number. So it is 3. So the answer is 3. I hope you all are understanding. It's easy only, children. The trick is same for all. You just have to follow the same method, and writing part I'm leaving it up to you. I don't want the theory to be written. It's up to you in which easiest way you can represent this, you represent. For me, the marks will be given for the final result. For steps, see, definitely this much step is required. By doing this much steps, you will get the answer. Okay, an additional theory I don't want. I hope it is clear and easy to understand. Thank you, children.